going on, guys? Welcome back to the Falappi YouTube channel, and today we are at the Abandoned PA Turnpike. Let's get into it, guys. Like I said, welcome back to the channel. My name's Falappi. I know it's been a while. I've got some good exploring videos coming for you guys today, and today we're out here just outside Licking Creek Township, or in Licking Creek Township, outside Breezewood PA, at the abandoned alignment of PA, I guess what is now 76. I guess it was considered PA 76 back then too, or just the Pennsylvania Turnpike. I'm gonna go ahead and cut on out here and give you guys a history lesson with a map and some stuff. And while I do that, I guess in real time, you know, I'll be walking up this hill, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll our bike. I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of there, but you can go ahead and roll the bike up the hill because I ain't walking up there, and then we'll get back with you guys. It's history time. Basically what you're looking at in front of you is a map of what we're going to be looking at today. Yes, that's the best map I could find without actually having to take a Google map and edit it out and do a whole bunch of stuff that I don't want to do. So in order to understand this, I guess we got to go back in time a little bit. Back in 1940, basically, Pennsylvania built first of its kind in the nation, super highway, if you want to call it. And now there's a whole bunch of them anywhere, but at the time it was the first. And they called it Tunnel Highway because there were 7 tunnels, and we're going to take our time because this is like the 17th time I tried to do this, and I can't read and I can't speak, and I just want to get this over with. So anyway, you have the Blue Mountain Tunnel, the Kittatinny Mountain Tunnel, the Tuscarora Mountain Tunnel, the Sidling Hill Tunnel, the Rays Hill Tunnel, the Allegheny Mountain Tunnel, and finally Laurel Hill Tunnel. So basically, you had these tunnels, and they got backed up because they underestimated how many people were going to be going through this tunnel. Some of the tunnels, they double tubed. If I'm not mistaken, Blue Mountain, Kittatinny, Tuscarora, and Allegheny all got double tubed. Look that up if you want, because I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, because basically that was what they were going to do. We're going to double tube these tunnels. For whatever reason, they couldn't double tube Sidling Hill, Rays Hill, or Laurel Hill, probably because they weren't big enough and there wasn't enough room. So what they ended up doing is they ended up bypassing all that stuff and building bridges around and over overpasses, and they bypassed those 3 tunnels. Now, Laurel Hill we're not going to be talking about. I didn't bother pulling up a picture of it because we can't go there anyway. Basically, Chip Ganassi leases that, and they use it as a wind tunnel for IndyCar, which is interesting because I'm into motorsports, and, you know, I like looking at all that stuff. You can't go there. There is a walking trail that kind of overlooks it. Look it up, Laurel Hill Tunnel. That's nowhere even near where we are in today's video. That's to the east. Or to the west. I guess technically, yeah, that's the west because they started. See, I can't even read. It's right in front of my face when I'm recording this. East to west, Blue Mountain, Kittatinny, Tuscarora, Sidling Hill, Rays Hill, Allegheny, Laurel Hill. Now I can probably do anything I ever want to, speaking wise, because that's such a See, I was going to say it's such a tongue twister, and I was say it's such a Tuscarora. Anyway, yeah, Laurel Hill was the farthest west, and that's the one they cut out first. Anyway, so in 1968 they bypassed all this stuff, and basically they did all kind of different stuff there. They tested road stuff like paving methods, guide rail, stuff like that, and there was a shooting range on that Cove Valley Service Plaza that is near the Sidling Hill Tunnel. Anyway, going back to this, we are here when I started the video. We're going to go down here. Then we're going to drive back here on the bike, get back in the truck, go down this way, come, I guess, somewhere over here somehow. Probably more so down this way and back around. And then we're going to check out the Cove Valley Service Plaza. Then we're going to go down here and look at Sidling Hill Tunnel. At the end of the video, and when we start to get over here, I start talking about this. Now, this map was made by a YouTube channel by the name of Cruising Pittsburgh. Go check him out. All credit to this map to him. I talk about him quite a few times in the video. Very interesting stuff. So I hope you're not angry that I used your map, but you're literally the only one that has this great of a map out there. So thanks for making this. Thanks for making your videos. If it wasn't for your videos, I may not have even got into doing any of this anyway. When we do that second portion of the video, we're going to be here. Like I said, we're going to go down, check the service plaza, drive down to the tunnel, look at the tunnel, and then buzz back up here. Now, I do talk about in the video this section here. As you can see, it's 0.85 miles. I say all kind of crazy stuff. I think I called this section 0.85 miles. I think I called this 8 miles. I was in a rush to film stuff that day, and I wasn't, I was talking all kind of crazy stuff. Anyway, this is 0.85 miles. You can't go there. There's nothing there. They could reopen it. They choose not to. That's up to the Turnpike and this new commission. And I talk in the video about different things about that. This you can't go to because originally there was a state police gun range here. They opened that to the public, so they moved down here somewhere. Don't go there. You'll probably get arrested. And that's the end of that. So let's get into the video again. Thanks, Cruising Pittsburgh. And I hope this history lesson wasn't too long, boring, disjointed. And one last time, for good measure, Blue Mountain, Kittatinny, Tuscarora, Sidling Hill, Rays Hill, Allegheny Mountain, and Laurel Hill. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Standing at the top of this hill, you can see there's a gate down there, which I'm guessing was predating the trail to stop people coming out here, because this was only really legally a trail in 2001, I think. Looking across, I'm assuming there was a bridge that passed over here, and that this hill was just added later to access. But yeah, as I stated in the history part, the tunnel's down this way. I believe that tunnel is the Rays Hill Tunnel. I'll clarify in the video. It's about 2.1 miles down there to the tunnel. So, I'm not going to bike the entire, 13 miles. Instead, I'm just going to bike down to that part of the tunnel, bike back, jump back in the truck, head back east to Pump Station Road. And then we can check out Cove Valley Service Plaza and then Sidling Hill Tunnel. And then I might try to stop off on Little Egypt and just look at, that other part that you can't go on. But yeah, let's get into it.
here it is. So, the eastern portal of Breezewood Hill Tunnel, the shorter of the two. You could actually see the light on the other side. And all I can say is just, damn. It's crazy, that they left this stuff out here like this. But, I mean, the way that it is, I mean, they would have had to do quite a bit of work to bore this out for a second tube. So financially, at the end of the day, I guess it makes sense why they, just went ahead and bypassed all of this. If you look, the pavement's better because I believe they tested pavement out here after they went ahead and abandoned this. Like I said, they just announced a couple months ago that they're gonna put millions of dollars into, or they claim that they are gonna put millions of dollars into lighting these tunnels and repaving like a 10-foot wide portion to be used as a legitimate trail. As you can see, there's posted trail laws. I mean, obviously, a whole bunch of people haven't been following them. But yeah, it only took me about 10 minutes to bike here from the parking lot. But it's absolutely wild out here. Like, it's crazy that, it's crazy that this is even here, But yeah. It's one of those things where you see pictures of it like 1,000 times, but when you actually come out and, see it, it means just that much more, It's like, it's real, but once you actually come here and see it, it's completely different. Yeah. Sorry that the footage got a little bit blurry when I was, biking down here. I don't know if I hit the camera against something, or, I mean, it was pretty shaky. It's kind of a, not the best pavement out here, but yeah. This right here apparently was an office of some kind, as you can see. I'm not going to go in there. Also, apparently there's a trail up here somewhere that goes up to the pump house for the ventilation rooms. Be cool to see. I hope when they put the money into it, they, actually, go in and do something with them and don't just, block them off. If I had a filming partner or something, I'd go up there and take a look at it. But just my luck, I'd fall down the ventilation shaft, die, and no one would know that I was even out here. So, yeah. If they actually go ahead and pave this and do this whole thing the right way, I'd love to actually bike the 13 miles or 8 miles or whatever it is. But really, the only thing I wanted to do today was, come out here and, see it like this with the graffiti and, all this original stuff before they go ahead and, I don't know how much of this that they're going to keep. I don't even know how long it's going to take them to do all that work that they're talking about. But yeah. It's real nice. I can link some other videos down in the description of people who've gone up and looked at all that stuff. And if you want a really good video about the history, you can go ahead and look at Cruising Pittsburgh. Did a pretty good video about all this stuff. But yeah, it's badass. Gonna take some more pictures, I think, for my personal stuff, and then yeah, I'm gonna bike back, jump back in the truck, and head on out to Pumping Station Road, I guess. Well, we're back at the truck. Really, it only took me about 20 minutes. 10 not down, 10 back, and then probably spent 10, 15 down there. So 35, 40 minutes, who knows? Not that long to go see Breezewood Hill Tunnel, obviously. You know, got some vehicles back here that I'm assuming they're going ahead, biking the whole length all the way down to Pump Station Road and back. I'd like to do that someday, but not today. So I'm just gonna probably jump back into the truck. I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom somewhere because I've been drinking a lot of water to stay hydrated. Then we're gonna get back on the road, go down Pump Station Road, and go and look at Cove Valley Service Plaza, and then go look at Sidling Hill Tunnel. And then that'll be it for today. So see y'all in a little bit. Currently out at the Pump Station Road parking for the turnpike. And as you can see, the parking here it is just a little part of the old turnpike. They cordoned off and turned into parking. Back this way is the direction that we're going to be going to head down to the tunnels and the service plaza. Back here is kind of like a dead end. I just kind of want to walk down here and look at this kind of berm that they put up and check it out a little bit before we go and get the bike out and head down towards the tunnel. Currently, this is eastbound over here. Like I said, I'm going to link maybe a couple videos from Cruising Pittsburgh in the description of my video, because he gives a pretty good information on, I think this is 0.8 of a mile right here, that he says that they should open back up. Because really what happens is they have this berm here. You can't even really see over it. It's pretty high. But yeah, they backfilled this all with grass. Well, actually, no, this is the end of a mountain. So we're back on a road. I guess this is Pump Station Road we came in on, or maybe something else. But yeah, so that's about 0.8 of a mile down there. Originally, there would have been a bridge that would run from here to there. And basically that'll run down to where Little Egypt Road is. And yeah, past Little Egypt Road, which maybe we'll go and park on the side of the road and take a look down back this way, and then over there there's a state police gun range, and then it links back up with 76. So we're gonna head back down to the truck, back down to parking and bike. But yeah, this access road here, I have no idea if they intend to re-include this when they put that money in that they claim they're going to do. I have no idea. But there is nothing past that gate all the way back up to Little Egypt Road. It's 0.8 of a mile of just more stuff that, for whatever reason, and from what I heard, originally Cove Valley Service Plaza down this way used to be the state police gun range. And originally, but then when 2001 rolled around and they turned the tunnels over to the coalition, they moved the gun range past Little Egypt Road down to where 76 meets back with the Abandoned Turnpike. But then they tore the bridge down over Little Egypt Road, which we'll talk about later. And then so this 0.8 of a mile past this gate leads to nothing. So whether or not they'll ever open this up to anything, I have no idea. I mean, if they wanted to connect it back to this, they'd have to build another bridge, or blow out this berm and make a ramp. I have no idea, but let's get ahead with what we actually came here for. One more thing I should probably mention is if you're going to come up and park at this Little Egypt side, not Little Egypt, Pump Station Road side, and park here and bike this way. The road's kind of rough, a lot of gravel and pretty, I don't know, it's not the best is what I'm trying to say. So if you have access to a 4x4 truck or SUV or something, it'd be a lot better than a car. I mean, I used to take my Ford Focus back in the day up to camp, and I mean, that was not nice roads, and the folks made it. So I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of driver you are, but yeah, you'll see the road. There won't be any markings that this is what this is out here. Basically, it's a frontage road, and then if you turn the one way, it goes on private property. Don't go there. Don't mess with those people. Keep coming straight, and then you'll get onto this old portion of roadway that doubles as a parking lot now. But yeah, let's get into it. We're now looking out over what used to be the service plaza out here. Cove Valley Service Plaza. I don't know if I'm just getting tired or if it's just a little bit different of a topography from the other side, but it's a lot harder to bike until I got onto here, because they repaved this later, because from what I am aware of, this was the shooting range for the police until they turned this over to the co-op, and they did that. But I mean, it's a pretty wild expanse out here. You can imagine heading west toward Breezewood. Probably wasn't even really a Breezewood then. I mean, the city was there, but obviously all the gas stations and everything. Before that, probably would have pulled in here and got your gas and, got your cheeseburger or whatever, and then went on your way. There's some shotgun shells and stuff out here that I've seen, but who knows if that's really from the police days or who that's from. I don't know. It could have been just random anyone out here. But yeah, I mean, this is older concrete, and I don't know if all these circles in the ground, if this is where the gas pumps would have been. Could have been where the gas pumps would have been on the service plaza. I'm not too sure. maybe if I find a picture, I'll add it in here, but so you have trees that would have been cut down. I don't know what year they would have done all this. Obviously predating the gun range, I guess, but yeah. Cove Valley Service Plaza. Now, there's been a lot of people wondering, because there is a service road that runs up this way that's has a gate and it's locked. A lot of people were wondering, why isn't that the parking? And the thought is by a lot that maybe that's what they're going to do with some of that money is knock out that berm back there and turn that back into bikeable area and make this be the westernmost or easternmost. Make this the easternmost part that you could actually park on, and then have the westernmost part be up at Breezewood. They want to make a new bikers hub up there that connects to all kind of other trails and Sidling Hill State Park and all kind of other stuff, and then have this be the pinnacle with the big tunnels and stuff. So I think I'm gonna bike through the service plaza and then get back on the trail, get down to the tunnel, and we'll get on with it. Man, I don't know if all the caffeine wore off or what, but biking out here was a lot harder than it was biking to the other one. And I believe this was supposed to be shorter. I don't know if topography is different or if pavement was different for what it was, but damn, I'm out of breath now. But we made it to Sidling Hill Tunnel, heading west on the Abandoned Turnpike. Word of advice, if you're going to come out here, do it with other people or be a really good biker, because I probably would have hiked this had I had other people, but it's just me. I figured get a bike, get in and out faster and be done with it, but that wasn't fast. Also, trying to bike in jeans and steel toes isn't the best, but I really didn't know what kind of terrain or topography we'd be doing with today. But here it is. Looks pretty similar to Rays Hill, but obviously if you were actually going to bike through this one's quite a bit longer than Rays Hill and has a curve in it, so that's what makes it different. Obviously I'm not biking through it, I just wanted to see it. But yeah, looks like they covered over the graffiti once, and then people just went ahead and graffitied over it a second time. But man, it's out here. Obviously, here's your control room. I don't know if people hooked the 4x4 up and pulled this piece out of the wall or what they did, but man, it's here. It's pretty badass. But Peter Griffin. But yeah, it's cool finally getting to see this. Really, at the end of the day, like I said, this one isn't, from the outside, doesn't look much different than Ray's Hill. But if you were going to bike it, it's quite a bit longer. Listen to that echo in there. But yeah, it's quite a bit longer, quite a bit darker because there's a curve down in the middle. But someday, if they ever actually rebuild all that stuff, then I'd love to actually go through here. But alone, nah, don't care that much. But yeah, so I'm gonna take some pictures, I think, and then head on back. And like I said, maybe we'll go down and take a look at Pump Station Road, and not Pump Station Road, Little Egypt Road, and see what's going on down there, you know. I've just been resting here for a while, posting some stuff to social media, and you know, that's the one thing I like about having this truck. It's terrible on gas, it's huge, but I have a built-in seat. I started filming that video, and then some people rolled up on me. What I was gonna say out there, I was just talking about sitting on the bed of the truck, but what I was gonna say, I was right. There is a slight grade from end to end, I guess. I hurt myself putting a bike in the back of the truck. I didn't jump up in the truck to secure the bike, and I was like, oh, I can reach over the sides of the bed, and I ended up, I don't know, pulled something in my neck or something. I don't know. But anyway, what I was going to say is there was a slight grade, because obviously it was a lot harder biking up towards the tunnel than it was biking back down. I literally just gave the bike a little bit of a pedal, and then it more or less, I just stood up on the bike and it drove itself all the way back down to the parking and back to the service plaza. So it wasn't too bad at all, But yeah, we're going to run on down to Little Egypt Road. We'll have a little bit of a discussion, and then that'll be the end of this video here. So yeah, let's get over there real quick. We're currently on Little Egypt Road, and what you're seeing here is this end of that 0.8 of a mile that you can't go on. When we stood on top of that berm, and there was a sign that said private roadway, well, this is the other side of that. And other than this one house right here with the basketball hoop, there's nothing down here for 0.8 of a mile. Like I said, I'll link Cruising Pennsylvania's book or video. I don't know why I said book. I'll link his video, and he goes into all that and gives a nice map and shows you all that stuff. Over here, you can see there's nothing coming. This is that 1/10 of a mile strip that'll never be open, because as you can't really see, but the turnpike's down this way, and they have a gun range down there, so you'll never be able to go on that, and that's why they tore out this whole bridge here. So this is a berm now, and you can never go down that way. But their gun range is down this way, and that's what they're doing. And other than that, that's what this is. And then that is that 0.8 of a mile that, maybe they'll reopen that someday. or not. I mean, they more or less blew out all the connections to it when they put this in. This would have been a bridge, or would have been a bridge, but now there's just this berm here, and then they repaved it, obviously. So that's what this is, Little Egypt Road. Don't come here, because as of right now, you're not allowed to. But you could, because you can't get to that. That's over there. That's no longer accessible. But whether or not that coalition will open up this 8/10 of a mile, I don't really know. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little adventure out here onto the Abandoned Turnpike. I mean, I know I didn't, bike through it and do all kind of crazy stuff, but I gave you, more or less, I set you up to come out here and do whatever you want. Maybe if this video gets, I don't know, some outrageously large amount of views, maybe I'll come back out here and bike it again and go through it or hike it with someone else. I don't know. But anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching this video. Got some more exploration content coming. Try to get back into cars and engines a little bit and stuff like that. But other than that, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you again next time here on the Mike Falappi YouTube channel. See you guys.